we go.
You're listening to Squatch Talks Podcast. Real stories and real encounters told by real researchers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Squatch Talks Podcast.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Wait for them to answer. I'm doing good. How about you, Nathan?
Getting better.
Better and better.
Better every day, right?
Hey, I'm getting better and better. I got my new mug, courtesy of Nathan and Tira. Thank you. That's the one side, but wait till you see this side. Ta-da!
I love that little guy.
That's cool. Thank you. That was a treat.
You're welcome.
And my new STP shirt. Love it. Love it. Just what I had in mind. So
Yeah, you got the new and improved logo. We went away from just the block letters.
Yeah, right. I like it a lot. That's exactly what I had in mind. And hey, I'm Eric, and I'm a Squatchaholic.
That's right.
Everybody says, "Hey, Eric." So we had a great weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a good time.
I thought
very
so.
Good time.
How were your accommodations? Suitable?
Yep, it was nice. It was very nice. The bed was extremely comfortable.
Nice.
I'm happy with that. Normally they're too soft for me. That was just right.
Yeah, Heather mentioned the mattress was also one that she found very good. And I was a little selfish and I took the higher elevation, but I hope you were able to see the mountainside in the background.
Oh yeah.
The roof wasn't blocking your view, I hope.
Not too bad.
Good. But yeah, there was some partying going on outside too.
Yeah, there was. I believe that was a wedding.
Oh,
that was happening.
Yeah, that happens. That's why I was really surprised we were able to get both of the jacuzzi rooms, at such short notice. But glad we did. It was well worth it. And as we had talked about in last week's episode, I know I was sipping my Black Rifle espresso and listening to the podcast in the jacuzzi.
I could not do that. I got overheated in my first jacuzzi experience and had to get out. That was pretty bad.
It happened to me in my first jacuzzi experience also, so don't feel bad.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a seasoned veteran. But yes, we like to maintain a family-friendly show, so we're not going to go into any details of the night's events. Suffice to say that the Black Rifle coffee was flowing freely. Thanks to the guys at BRCC. Hey, we're going to be portraying them in this episode as well, because you're going to get to see firsthand how we go about conducting an investigation, I should say.
I don't know if I'd say that. We pretty much just drove around. I wouldn't say that we investigated anything.
Don't give anything away. I gotta keep them glued to
the. You can cut that part out. I'm just saying. I don't know if I'd put it that way.
Blooper reel material. Good idea. Hey,
yeah, but yeah,
we need some of that. No, that's a good idea, Nathan. All right. So yeah, we actually did try to follow up on the young hunters encounter that they experienced back in August.
Right.
Pretty terrifying from the sounds of it. So we're just going to give you a little idea, again, a taste of how we went about doing it. And because of the weather being colder, we weren't camping, of course. We were camping in style, kind of like my ex-wife's idea of camping, opening up the hotel window.
Yeah, that far.
But you get to see us having some fun and hanging out together with the wives, right?
Yeah, we had a good time, that's for sure.
And what else did we experience while we were there? Didn't we stop on our way back?
Oh yeah. Well, my sweet tooth took over, so we had to stop at the peanut shop and get some candy.
Oh, and,
it was very fortuitous. Since you were doing your thing with your filming and whatnot, and wanting to talk about Bigfoot chocolate.
You know me.
That's
never,
right.
Never afraid to bring up the topic. And it turned out that the woman's sister is a fan.
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of let on that there's something happening there.
Right. Yeah. I gave some business cards, and they mentioned when I gave her the business cards, I mentioned that we do paranormal, UFO investigations, anything you want to, anything odd and weird, we'll go look at it. It doesn't sound right. But anyway,
Huh.
we'll, she said there's goings, paranormal happenings within that establishment, possibly. So maybe we might have an investigation coming up.
Yeah, maybe have to go up and check it out.
That's
But
right.
I do know that we're planning on getting together in another couple of weeks with Brother Dan.
Brother Dan, gonna go do some
Right.
dog man investigation.
And I finagled my schedule so that Heather will be getting done at around 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm off. So when she gets home, we're gonna come up a little earlier than we originally planned.
Very good.
If that's all right.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that would be fun to hang out with Brother Dan a little longer. Haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I was looking through some photos and I came up, oh man, there's so many photos I have of different expeditions, group shots and just different attendees over the years, It's neat. It's really neat how we form those memories, But and hey, I think it'll be fun to share what we did with the viewers. Obviously, if they're going to be listening to this on a podcast platform, they may not get as much out of it. But we did manage to go back to the location where these two young hunters had their encounter, and you hung down at the parking area with the ladies, and I hiked up a little up the hill towards where it happened, and I noticed some breaks on my way up. Didn't hear anything, but I'll tell you what, I got to a certain point and I was pretty winded. And I looked down the trail and it seemed to like close in on the trail. You know what I mean? Like how the trees start to close in, and it was getting a little eerie.
Yeah. That trail does actually, at the end where he got yelled at, I believe is where it actually ends. So
Well, and we went back Sunday morning, right?
Yeah.
And turned out that there was a Sunday hunt.
Yeah, that sort of squashed the whole investigation thing.
At least on foot.
Yeah. I didn't want to get an arrow sticking out of my back,
Well, I could have dealt with that. I thought it's not rifle season, huh?
No.
Oh, good. Well, arrows,
Yeah.
Sorry, now that I found that out, I should have gone.
No, I wasn't going in.
My blaze orange.
That's right.
But wouldn't have done much for me, I don't think.
No, those guys are probably using crossbows.
Plus, the temperature did drop overnight about 20 degrees.
Yeah, it was only like 45 degrees Sunday morning.
Right. But however, I had the drone.
Right.
So we flew over the area and got some cool footage of that. Got a bird's eye view of what these guys were in. And we'll share that with you as well. So gonna cut here and put in the events of the weekend. I hope you're not too bored with shopping for baby clothes and other various sundry items. But hey, and then we go and, of course, satisfy Nathan's sweet tooth, right?
Right.
And then we'll come back after the Sunday morning drone footage and follow up, get to see a little bit of the area, and wrap it up there. Good morning. Getting up and getting ready to head off to the Poconos to do an investigation on a couple of witnesses that had a pretty frightening intimidation. experience. Getting the gear ready, getting all the stuff we need to do the follow-up. So, hey, come along for the ride. It's gonna be pretty wild.
The car is packed and ready to go for a night out in the woods with Eric and Heather and Nate and I.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we are off.
Hey. I meant to
Hey.
We were supposed to be doing this on the way up here, Heather, but we didn't.
We did.
We are here now.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to disclose exact locations, but I will say that we're near Cabela's, and we're about to head over and check out the latest gear.
Yep.
Who knows what we may find?
Yep. Finally here. It was a long drive. Took us at least 20 minutes.
And hey, Squatchers, we have arrived at our location for the weekend. I'm here with Nathan and his wife Terry, and my lovely bride is joining us as well, Heather. So yeah, we just decided to check in. We're gonna put all this together and hopefully get a nice little episode out of this investigation of two men who had an intimidation encounter right around the corner from where we're currently at. But first, we're gonna head over to Cabela's and check out the latest gear. And it's funny, Heather brought it to my attention today that 4 years ago, she had a Facebook notification. 4 years ago today, we were at Cabela's with Nathan and Terry. So how appropriate, huh? Look at this beautiful day. The hurricanes move through. Why do we always seem to have hurricanes on our...
Yeah. Right before we go anywhere,
You
there's
know?
always a hurry.
I don't understand that. But so yeah, we're not going to give out exact locations, but suffice to say that we are near Cabela's. Yeah. What kind of idea?
And I'm thinking the Bigfoot with the footsteps,
Yeah.
have him a little bit smaller, have a tree like this in front of him.
Right.
So we have the STP on the front, Squatch Talks Podcast, and on the back it's him walking towards the big tree.
Ah,
And in the tree, in the green part, it says Real Stories and Encounters.
I like that.
I like it. Here we are, folks. This is it. I'm liking this. Hey, come along for the ride.
And then we discussed your 1 year anniversary to do a quiz or a game or something, and they can win it one of the mugs
Oh, for sure.
and a Yeti bar, one of your Yeti bars.
For sure. This place is hopping. Well, hey, just giving the folks a little idea of what we're doing here. Heather found something. Bass Pro Shops.
I got rid of my Cabela's one.
We're in the youth section, finding a lot of good stuff for the future Squatcher, Super Baby. Super Baby is going to get some new gear as well. All right, just a quick update. Nathan and I have acquired some new Crocs. He got the regular camo and I went with the light camo, right?
Yeah.
So what are you thinking, Nate? What's the next course of action?
Ammunition and then lunch.
Ammunition and lunch.
Yes.
I like that plan.
Blood sugar's dropping.
Oh, me too. All right, let's go do it. Let's go hit the ammo shop. Ah, hunting clothing. I was just saying it's probably expensive to be a hunter, you know? But this is like a kid in the candy shop, you know? Do you believe these displays they have here? It's like you're in the outdoors. It's just like you're in the outdoors. Well, here we are at the display they have at Cabela's. Very detailed, precise. Got the mountain goats up top here. Amazing. Amazing how much they do here. And over here, we have our friends the polar bears. Pretty cool, huh?
Polar bear. Arr. And what trip would be complete without coming to see Santa's workshop? Hi, Santa. This place has everything. Unbelievable. Look at this. A mountain inside of a store. And then here, you've got an airplane with the pontoons ready to land. And you can hear the waterfall, I'm sure, in the background. But yeah, we just had a successful journey downstairs. Now we're in the upstairs section. Amazing, right? Look at this. Line for Santa's workshop. Yes, I think we tracked down the women. There's some elves. Look, we've got a little thing here. I'm blown away. Blown away by this amazing place. Remember 4 years ago, I think it was, today, as a matter of fact, I was with Nathan and Terry at Cabela's, and here we are again. It's our anniversary.
That's right.
Here's our friends from Black Rifle Coffee Company. We have quite a selection here at Cabela's. Everything you can want except for the Tacti-Squatch. There's no Tacti-Squatch. And they have mugs and shirts. Oh, and speaking of shirts, Squatch Talks Podcast. Hey. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, that was a fun trip to Cabela's. And we're going to head off now to have lunch at Cracker Barrel. Now, we're going to meet up with Nathan and Terry. We're hanging out here. So our mission here at Cabela's is complete. And now we're off to Cracker Barrel for a healthy lunch. Bye, Cabela's. It was fun. So here we are now, going to have our midday lunch at Cracker Barrel after a fun time at Cabela's. Stop hiding. Look at that over there.
They have the country fried turkey back. I'm getting that.
Woohoo! Country fried turkey. So we're now heading up this hill where the encounter took place. Here with Nathan and Terry and Heather after a delicious lunch at Cracker Barrel. I'm saying that a third time because I'm not sure if the GoPro recorded or not. But hey, this is an interesting area. I see there's some pull-offs here and some trails. We still have some daylight left, and then we're going to go back to the hotel afterwards and regroup. Check out the episode on YouTube while we sip our Black Rifle Coffee Company beverages in the jacuzzi.
almost to the top. This is great. I need to come back here. That's a cool spot. There's a tree wedge that goes to the trees. That's interesting. Wow. Are there gas lines up here? That's okay. Wow. This is awesome. Just need to make sure we charge our batteries and get everything ready to go. The therm's all charged. Oh yeah. Some logging activity. That tends to disrupt their behavior for sure, you know?
I like that. Thank you.
So we just pulled off to the side here. There's evidence of some logging that's going on in this area, so
Pretty extensive.
it's possible. This may have had something to do with why they were a little upset with these two individuals when they came up to place their trail camera that day, you know? I mean, it's detracting from their ability to
Conceal themselves.
exactly. So
Lots of logging.
a lot of logging going on. It's a lot of logging activity. I'm sure they're not real happy about it. So this takes us, if we were to go in here, that would take us over to where they had their
Yeah,
encounter.
it's about halfway up the hill,
Okay.
and it's behind this guy's house.
So there's
I
a
gave
home,
him a card, and he said he has heard weird things up here.
right?
He's seen bobcat on this road coming in.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen mountain lion on this road coming in. He's seen bear on this road coming in, and he's heard weird things from the top of this hill
Okay.
that he didn't think were mountain lion or coyote.
Hmm.
He said he thought it might be wolf, and then I gave him a card, one of my cards, and he said, well, maybe it's Bigfoot too.
You just said it like that? Maybe it's Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting. Did you notice this arch right here? There's an arch right at the trailhead. Now, usually what I check for is to see if it's pinned.
He's got lots of stuff holding that down.
It's definitely being held down. So, hey, that's interesting. And you said it's about a mile up this trail?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I think we're going to come back, park here tonight, walk up in here.
I think that'd be the plan. Yeah,
We're closer to it here, way closer to it here than we are up there.
I agree.
But I wanted to get there during the day to see how close we could get.
I'm going to just take a quick look to see, during the daylight what we're up against.
Please do. And we'll know about how far we can go.
All right. maybe I can go up and he could hang down here. I brought the radios, and with the radios we can stay in contact with one another. I didn't like what he said about the mountain lions. That doesn't appeal to me too much. You can see or not. You can see the car from up here. It's already a pretty significant increase in elevation. Wow. This is awesome. Over there, where the individuals had whatever it was, scream at them and chase them out of here. Oh yeah, I'm a little winded. Well, this is definitely prime habitat. I probably shouldn't go too much further. There could still be people out hunting since it's not dark yet. I didn't wear any orange blaze. Oh! Oh! Walk, walk.
So Eric's up here trying to get some information on where we're going to go tonight while it's still daylight, since I can't walk in the woods that well. Still healing and all. Ladies are in the car, of course. We're about a mile away from where they had their encounter.
All right. I was on my way back down from the area that the encounter took place when I noticed this branch here laying on the ground with the break in it, and apparently it came from this young sapling here, right up here about, and that's about 7 feet up in the air that it's broken off from. Then I noticed this laying here in the trail, freshly broken. That's one part. Here's another, and it goes over here. But that was broken off from right here, which indicates, I don't know if you can see that right here. Okay, that's the branch that's broken off, and it's kind of going across the trail. But there's a game trail that goes through here, if you can see that. And that ultimately leads you to where the two men had their intimidation encounter. So there is some recent snaps I would say, for sure. Very interesting. Walk, walk. Yata hey, knock. Yo, yo. All right, well, I'm gonna finish up and head back down. We're gonna regroup back at the hotel, plan our strategy for this evening, get all the gear ready, and hey, there's Nathan. And then we'll come back here after we watch our episode with you all, okay? Hey, hey. Yeah, there's some, I got all the way up there. Nothing says Bigfooting like getting peanuts before we go view our episode. Well, thank you. Pinatas. They got fudge, honey.
Yeah, I don't like fudge.
No? Hello.
Hi.
Wow.
Hi.
You want some nuts? Is that what you wanted? You have any Sasquatch candy?
Sasquatch candy? No, I wish we did. A Bigfoot.
A Bigfoot,
Bigfoot
yeah.
candy with Sasquatch, that's what he is, yeah.
Haha.
I wish I did. My sister, I don't know why, she's kind of not obsessed with Bigfoot, but she likes Bigfoot. She would get a kick out of that if I had.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, in honor of your sister, we should definitely think about putting together something.
Okay.
We'll call it Squatch Talks Chocolates. Next best thing, cowtails. So we were just informed that there's some paranormal activity going on here, so we're gonna probably come back and do an investigation at some point.
All right. You like that
So,
house?
this is just the type of opportunity, you know, that you hope for
Oh,
when
yes,
you,
they're right there.
when you walk into a place, you know? Thank you. But actually, we just left the, whatever this place is called. The peanut shop. The peanut shop. Pretty cool. Nicely decorated for the holiday. And so, yeah, we found out that there's some paranormal activity going on. Right, Nathan?
That's right. The owner's still sticking around inside there, making noises and whatnot late at night.
So, we may have to come back and bring Brian
That's right.
and the REM pod.
See, playing with your phone screws you up on the trail just like driving.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, look at this spot. Nice clearing.
This is the road. This is where the road comes up.
Oh, no kidding.
The gated part.
Aha. Well, we are out here very close to where the two hunters had an intimidation, where they were screamed at and frightened out of the woods. I can imagine that, you know?
Two hunters with guns. Terrified.
Couldn't get out of there fast enough. How's this? Good spot?
Yeah.
Okay, we just climbed up this hill, and we are now standing in a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
But there's a tree right here that we can kind of hang out under. You know how many times I've done this?
More than we can count.
Yep. Just stand out in the light rain under a tree, wait for it to end. So yeah, hey. It's hard to see us, I can tell. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Nathan and I are here at a location where we were going to try to access the spot where these two young hunters had their intimidation encounter. Turns out that this is a
Sunday hunt.
Sunday hunt. Yeah. So
We're not going to go traipse around in the woods and get shot at. Arrows hurt too.
even though I'm wearing my orange STP, yeah, so we're going to take the drone over and just check it out by air and give you a bird's eye approach.
That's right. Let's see what we can see.
All right. Hey, hope you're enjoying the podcast so far. Going to give you a bird's eye view of the area where these two young hunters had their experience back in August. We were not able to access the actual area due to a Sunday hunt, but hey, Nathan and I always try to do our best to show you the area firsthand. So this is from up in the sky, an aerial view of where these two guys were screamed at and ran for their lives basically out of there. Excuse the background noise if you hear any. I'm here in my home studio just putting the final touches on this episode. So hey, I'm going to actually let Tira Moyer, an investigator also with the BFRO, give her first-hand account that she was provided from the mother of one of these guys who wishes to remain anonymous. His friend who was with him refuses to discuss it at all. So Tira is going to tell it in her own words from messages that she received from the mom. And just keep in mind that these are two hunters who have been through more than anything else and been all over the place hunting and camping and really have no fear of being outdoors. They go out to their tree stands in the wee hours of the morning when it's still dark, and they are not afraid to, get out there. And their description was the forest was vibrating. So, hey, thanks for clicking on the video, and here comes Tira Moyer with her version of what the mother reported to her back in August.
It's actually one of my friend's sons. He's been hunting since he's little, and he's always out in the woods. He actually went to school for forestry something or other. So he could live out in the woods for a long time and not worry about it. And so him and his buddy went hiking, and he wasn't a believer of Bigfoot either. So like when his mom, my friend, would talk about the things that I do, he thought I was crazy because there's no Bigfoot out there, And so he went out into the woods, and I don't exactly remember how it all went. I could look it up. But in other words, they heard something shaking a bush or something.
I thought it was shaking a tree at first.
And it screamed at them. And he said to her that everything went quiet in the woods. Like nothing happened when it screamed. And it was like the whole forest was almost vibrating or something like that. Like he could feel it in his body type deal. And he was so scared. Him and his friend were so scared. They wanted to go plant trail cameras to see if it would be a good spot to go hunting. They turned around and booked it back in the direction they were coming, to the point where they were picking each other up because they were falling over the brush. And as the next one was running behind them, they'd pick them up and just keep going. He has a map on his phone of everywhere he goes, and he marked it with a big caution because he refuses to go back to that area now. his buddy will not talk about it. And he admitted to his mom that it probably was Bigfoot. Yeah. And he did go back to that area, not directly where it happened, but to that area. And he heard it again, very faint, but he heard it again. And he was with other people that he just met on the trail, like they were just passing, and they heard it too. And at first he thought it might be a train. And that's why he wanted to go back and debunk it type deal. And they're like, no, that
It's not a train.
it's not something man-made.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because he was telling, and it took, I think she said it took him like 3 weeks to say anything to her about it. And after the whole conversation, she looked at him and said, well, what do you think it is? And he just kind of looked up at her and she goes, Bigfoot? And he just kind of looked at her and didn't say a word. And she's like, can I text Tira about it? So here we are. He said he'd come with us.
I might be able to set it up that he's there when we go up.
Yeah, we looked back at it. We actually did an investigation there, like not far from there, of a guy who was walking his dogs, like went for a hike with his dogs, and something was shaking a bush and like yelling at him.
Yep. Yeah.
So it must be there and be there a lot anymore.
Yeah.
Enjoying what you're seeing and hearing, and if you have any ideas, please send them to
Squatch Talks Podcast at gmail.com.
or you can reach us also on our site.
Oh yeah, nasbro.net.
Yeah, it's fun, right? You like when they
Yeah.
pop up right down there when you say
Right.
it. It's magic.
Nasbro.net.
Boom. So yeah, I also want to thank our friends at Yeti Bars. We're still waiting with bated breath for the new Squatch Talks podcast Yeti Bar. So that was about a week or two ago. So it should be any moment. Maybe it'll be in time for the holidays.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah. So don't forget to use code STP10 at checkout. And what do they need for free shipping, Nathan?
$75. Free shipping all over the place.
That's it. Not hard to do.
Yeah.
Expecting my order to come in, actually. It hasn't gotten here yet. So just remember, they're all handmade by a couple of guys out in New Mexico.
Yep.
And using natural ingredients, and they smell pretty good. So hopefully our Squatch Talks podcast bar won't smell like squatch ass. So again, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in and sharing and liking and subscribing. Yes.
Yeah.
And
thanks for squatching. Nice shirt.
thank you. I had to dig it out of the laundry basket. I also remembered to get my new mug cleaned up.
Oh crap, that's right. I wanted to go get my water bottle. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It's your water bottle. Oh yeah, you didn't get a
Squatch
chance
Talks
to
Podcast.
made the blooper reel. That's a nice tumbler.
Yes, it is. And it works. Look, there he is, leaving his footy prints.
I had to hang it back up and try to finagle everything. I got the lighting finally.
Squatch
Perfect.
Talks Podcast. I gotta go blow my nose quick.
He's got to
man.
blow his
Right
nose,
back.
so you're good.
Sorry.
I wanted you to hang out.
Nathan's breaking shit, honey, but he'll get by. He said he can't hear me till he puts his headphones on. Nice shirt.
What?
Nice shirt.
Could you see it?
Yeah. Yeah, good. You just made the blooper reel.
I'm sure. Now they're going to watch all of them. I hope we don't let them down. I hope we don't let them down with this one.
We're controversial, man.
That's right. So what are we doing tonight? Huh?
I'll tell you what we're doing. I'll tell you what we're doing. I've been
What are we
dumping all the video and stuff that I took, okay,
Right.
including the drone footage, and I got that up in the Windows Movie Maker already. And there's going to be a lot I can do with it. It's about a half hour or so already of
Okay.
footage. It includes us at, Cabela's and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it like a story. We got both of yours and mine intro, where I got up with my wife beater shirt on, and I went to say, hey, we're getting ready to go out to boom, 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 you know what I mean? And then you had Terry film that little thing for you. I didn't take any video on the way up, which is fine.
Yeah.
For you listeners, come on over. We got macaroni and potato salad. I can clean it up, edit out the shaky parts or the parts that I need to cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and Heather in the hot tub, Sorry, Papa. I was making it funny.
I'm sure there is some.
So no GoPro footage from the hot tub. We'll have to go back. I was looking at Peddler's Village today. One of my customers today told me that they have rooms available above the shops in Peddler's Village with fireplace. Are you frozen? You can't even hear me, can you?
Sorry.
I was like, boy, he gets offended easily.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here perfectly still.
And you were. I'm like, I'm talking. I'm going, wait, are you frozen? I didn't mean to offend you. Jeez. So hopefully our Squatch toast cut. What happens if you mix beans with onions?
I don't know.
You get tear gas. Where do you want to go from here, Nate? Do you want to do anything else?
Well, I thought you were finished. I thought you were
finishing up.
I thought you were just going to do thanks for Squatchin and cut that in the middle and put the video in there.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So
see ya.
Love you.
Love you, man.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Squatch Talks Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and give us a like, and stay tuned for more exciting stories on Squatch Talks.